travel a lot. I have this tradition now that I go on a trip or travel once a month, and it can be somewhere further away for longer periods of time, or it can just be for a weekend. And I was wondering, why is it that they say that you really get to know a person when you travel with them? I took all of my travels and all my trips with people, either one person or a group, under the microscope, and I came to some conclusions. So I wanted to share that with you. And I do have a little bit of a personal goal in here, because if I know why is it like that, then I can really prepare for a first trip with my new partner, so we can still after that trip look ourselves in the eye or don't kill each other during the trip.
Why, during the travel, you actually really get to know that person? Well, you were in a different environment. You are definitely out of your comfort zone and in an unusual environment, which brings us to having a lot of challenges. All the emotions heightens definitely. So you get to know how the partner that you are traveling, that your travel companion, handles stressful situations. For example, like delays and something running out of plan. There is 3 things I want you to remember before you travel.
Prepare for a trip with someone. So talk about the goals of a trip that you both have, so there's no conflict and confusion on the trip if one of you wants to stay on the beach and one wants to hike and be more active.
Me and my partner travel goals are quite similar, so I'm really grateful for that, because we both love to be surrounded by nature and we both love to do hikes and eat seafood.
The second one is remember to schedule some alone time.
This is also very important, because most of the time when you travel with someone, you will be with that person 24/7. You will see their faces everywhere.
If you do tend to have different travel personalities, then maybe that's a good thing, because one of you can do their own thing that they would like to do, like lay on the beach, and the other one can, for example, go for a little hike down the beach maybe. This way you get some alone time, so you are not frustrated with your presence.
For me, this means that I had some time to record my videos while my partner was actually doing some diving at the same time. This allows us to have some breathers and not to be in our faces all the time.
And the last thing is to remember about the triggers that both of you can have, so you can avoid them and avoid some conflicts. In general, just communicate with each other and you should be fine.
Triggers are the tricky ones, because if you know that someone that you're traveling with, for example, gets really angry when they are hungry, then you try to avoid that trigger so they don't get angry.
Time for some task. Think about a travel that you had with a friend or a group of friends that didn't really go so well. There was lots of conflicts, people wanted different things, and it was just a hot mess. Now think about if you knew those 3 things that I just mentioned, if all of those 3 things could help you maybe on that trip to solve all that problems. And I encourage you to just try using those 3 tips to help you with maybe the next travel you have with someone. Just remember prepping for a travel, so making sure that people know what are their travel goals, scheduling some alone time so you're out of each other's faces for a little bit, and third one, to make sure you notice the triggers that people have and try to avoid them so you can avoid conflict. All in all, you need to communicate with each other. After all of that, if you get out of a trip with someone and there's no major conflicts there, I guarantee you got a person for life.
Subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of positive videos, and go create those beautiful getting to know a person by traveling thoughts.